Does Jesus in Matthew 23 say that the tradition of the Pharisees is the law?
He just says the law,
So
and
is
not
the
one
answer
jot
no?
or tittle or stroke.
Is the answer no?
He just says the law. He
So
doesn't qualify.
All right, so I'll show you where Jesus, I'll show you where Jesus qualifies. In Luke 24, he says, "Now he said to them, these are my words which I spoke to you, which while I was still with you, that all things which are written about me in the law of Moses," do you hear that part?
Yeah.
Law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms must be fulfilled. So there are three categories of scripture. You have the law of Moses, you have the prophets, you have the Psalms. So here we see what the law is. The law is the law of Moses, which is why in Matthew 23 he says they sit in Moses' seat. So do what
What's
they
good,
say
Real
as
Odds?
they do. What do they say? They're teaching
What's
the
good with it,
law
bro?
of Moses. So they have to listen to when they teach the law of Moses. They have to abide by
I've
it.
been gone for a minute. You know, we've been on our main channel. Now I'm in the shadow ban world, demonetized and shadow ban. I'm good right now, bro. I'm chilling.
It was a revelation given to Moses. It was just the law.
How you doing, bro?
So when he's saying the law of Moses, that could very well include the oral law too.
So of course, no, it doesn't.
Appreciate
How do
you,
you know?
mate.
How do you know that? How do you know
There's
that?
nothing in scripture about the oral law.
More than that, there is.
My channel's dead, man. I'm trying to get it back out the mud. I've been gone for like a couple of months,
Where
so
Jesus said he didn't fulfill the laws, but he fulfilled
it's
it.
alright
I
though.
just read you where he said he fulfilled the law in Luke 24. Now, but you brought this as a good question because I like this. He says that whoever goes against the law, that they'll be
Appreciate you
released.
tapping in, though, man.
Yes.
So if anyone teaches that Jesus changed the law in any way, or taught that one of the laws is done away with, they're a false prophet, right?
Anyone who repeat that again for me, sir?
Anyone who teaches that the law is changed, that to not do any one of the laws, then that person is a false.
Double tap the screen one time.
Anyone who says that the laws are changed, I don't believe it. No.
Okay, so I'll read it again because you brought this up.
Yeah.
He says, "I did not
Okay,
come to
understand.
abolish the law."
Just
What is
all I'm
abolish?
saying for you
Meaning
all.
to do away with.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that
to
happens.
fulfill.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So
for
he did
sure.
not
And I've
come
been
to do
gone
away
for a
with any
couple
of the laws, and he
months too,
said,
so
"Not one dot
I already know it's
will
gonna
pass away
be
the law," right?
You're not coming to the main point that we're asking, but
a
you
nail
know.
and hammer to get back in it, but it's alright.
I want to know this.
So
I ain't worried about it. I
On
just
what?
gotta,
Okay,
I just gotta go live every day basically for the next couple months.
on what authority?
At least a couple
You can
of
ask me tons
hours
of the
a day or
questions.
something. At least 30 minutes a day.
You asked me questions and I dealt
On
with your
what
questions.
when Jesus
And you're deflecting.
affirmed the
You're
scribes and
deflecting.
the Pharisees,
It'll pick back
and
up,
they sit on
yeah.
the
Deflecting.
I just gotta get back on it. I just been MIA for too long.
on what authority do you reject the rabbi?
Youth don't know what to do with me, man. They're like, it's a new channel
Okay, so I'm
basically.
gonna go ahead and continue to ask you my question again to see if
Fine,
you're
let's make a deal. If I answer your question, will you answer mine?
Sure. Cool. All right. So, according to Jesus, not one dot or tittle will pass away from the law or be done away with, correct?
Yeah.
So, if someone comes and teaches that one of the laws is done away with, anyone, they're a false messenger, right?
If somebody comes and does away with any of the laws, I wouldn't say does away. Does away means to nullify and act like, okay, this is not law. No, there's different laws for different time periods and different.
Hit the like button, double tap the screen one time, y'all. It's okay. It's okay to be nice, man. If you're not gonna be in here chilling, just double tap the screen and then, hey, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying when I'm saying it?
A Nolan Wells bombshell report tonight. Does it reveal new witnesses? And because of the new timeline report, is there a timeline shift in what happened the afternoon and evening? Nolan Wells seemingly disappears. His body found.
Smashed up, man.
Horn Island. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. What is in that autopsy?
Now I really want to see the other autopsy to see, is there trauma to the body? Is there something that happened?
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
I have no doubt that what we're listening to and what she did is credible.
Not only has the timeline been analyzed by the Cajun Navy, the U.S. Cajun Navy, based on all sorts of statistical data.
Let's go.
New photos are emerging. Take a look at this photo before we go to the Cajun Navy. Look at this. Check out what you're seeing. Look at all the boats surrounding where Nolan was. Leave up the photo out to Caitlin Becker, senior national correspondent, New York Post, star of New York Postcast and their new podcast. Caitlin, what are we seeing?
Well, what we're seeing here comes from this new report from the United Cajun Navy, and you're seeing several boats strung together. This is one of the first images that we've seen of this certain configuration of boat there. They're all identified, one of which was the boat that Nolan came out there on. There's several others kind of anchored with it and tied up, which begs the question of where was Nolan when this photo was taken? It's unclear if he's actually in it. What time was this photo actually taken? So what you're seeing here is, as you said, a potential pool of witnesses.
Hey, Caitlin, look at this. There's boat number 1. There's boat X. There's boat number 2. There's boat number 3. And there's a boat from which the photo is taken. Now,
So
look
it's
at the
better
water.
now?
Much has been made.
Oh,
Nothing
for sure. I
else
think
was
because I was
Okay.
messing with it.
Well, apparently everybody was. They all have containers.
And the Wi-Fi had cut out a little bit.
Containers in the water. Okay, as
What's
far
good
as
with
I
you,
know,
bro?
that's not a felony. Boat
Shout out
number
to the
1,
real ones in the
full of
chat.
people. Boat X, full of people. Boat number 2, full of people. Boat number 3, full of people. People on the boat from which the photo was taken. Some of these boats tied together. You know what that means in my world, Caitlin Becker, joining us in the New York Post? Let me see, Caitlin, please. That means witnesses. See, when I look at that, I see witnesses. Other people say, hey, there's people having a good time. I see witnesses. You see all these people?
And a lot of them.
Who are they? Have they been spoken to? Have they been polygraphed? What can they tell me?
That is the question, right? We don't know from an investigative standpoint who has been spoken to, exactly who is in this photo, and what they have or haven't told law enforcement, because there hasn't been really any transparency there. But from what our reporting has showed, there have been dozens of people who have spoken to law enforcement as witnesses. But Nancy, we don't know if it's any of these people that you're seeing in this little cove area right here. And the timing, I think, is really important because these images are taken right around, I think like the timeline's about 3:30-ish, 4:30-ish, when the boat that Nolan came out there on leaves and starts taking on water. That's one of the pegs for the timeline. When these photos were actually taken, that is a peg for a timeline. But what we don't know is where Nolan is. There he is. You can see that image right there. What we don't know is where Nolan was when that first image that we saw with all of those boats kind of tied together, when that was taken.
You are seeing a photo obtained by our friends at the United Cajun Navy. And speaking of the United Cajun Navy, joining me
I
now
tried
is
finding
Brian
you off
Trasher,
my other
Vice
channel
President, United
just now,
Cajun
and your
Navy.
handle's not
And for
indexed.
all of you
Do you
attacking the
think
United
you may
Cajun
want to
Navy,
change your handle
let's see that aerial
or
footage
wait a
they
few
provided
weeks
us,
to see what
This is
happens?
from the
Yeah, I'm not too
Cajun
worried
Navy,
about the handle, bro.
describing their search, their
Uh,
aerial
Yeah, I
search.
know.
They
It's
spotted
yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
Nolan Wells's body. They have been
Appreciate
integral
it, though.
in the search for Nolan
Yeah, I'm not
Wells.
until I at least
Elucidate
I don't know.
facts
Yeah,
as
I'm not
we
worried about it.
know them. Brace yourself, Trasher. Everybody else is getting deference. Might as well join the party. To you, Brian Trasher, the United Cajun Navy has come up with a timeline. Now, did I hear Caitlin Becker from the New York Post correctly that that photo where the boats
I might
are named,
change it. I don't know.
boat 1, boat 2, boat 3, and
I'll
boat
see.
X, is that from you guys, the United Cajun Navy?
First of all, I want to thank you for calling and report what it is.
I appreciate you, bro.
And so
I might change it.
Investigative report that's not accurate.
I don't know.
You know, we're not investigators. And
I'll
what
figure it
we
out.
did, Nancy, was we asked our followers to, hey, if anybody was there that day, you have pictures, videos, whatever, send it to us just so we can go through and see if there's anything relevant. We took all that information and compiled it into just one digestible report of things we thought were relevant and could be helpful. Maybe they're not. Maybe law enforcement's already seen all this and it's nothing new to them. But we just wanted to be transparent about what we received. So going back to your question, the pictures that we received, we did not, as an organization, take any of these photographs. These are all images that we received from people who were trying to help us out and trying to help Nolan's family out.
So you asked the public for help, and you got it. You got a treasure trove of photos, and I find this was significant. Guys, we got an all-star panel, and I would like the all-star panel to look at their screens, because I've talked about this before, Brian Trasher, and I'm frankly fed up with attacks on the United Cajun Navy. They're doing something, which is more than all the haters can say. They're doing something. They have amassed evidence. They have created a timeline to the best of their ability. They have shared it with us. Unlike the autopsy that is complete, it's being kept secret from us. That said, they're helping. Why trash them? That's, I'm not ashamed. I can't answer that. Let's look at this photo and determine what, if anything, we can discern. Brian, you and I have talked many times, and I told you about a serial killer I finally convicted in one case, where the jury convicted him. And I proved a lot because of
Puff,
one
puff, smoke.
earring. One
Little
earring
cheap
I
time.
found in a particular location. The victim
Not
was
too
wearing
crazy.
the earring, and the other
Not too
earring
crazy, you
had
heard?
sliced out of her ear, and I found it somewhere else, and I learned a lot because of where it was. Now, don't even bother
Carl
to tell me
Jr.,
this photo that you produced.
a bacon
It's not
cheeseburger, some fries,
the
and
cluster of boats.
one of them
Number
little
one, I see a lot of
icy
witnesses.
lemon drinks.
Treasure. What
I don't know what it's called though,
time
but
this photo
it's
was
like
taken?
pink lemon drink or something freezy.
We
Something
don't
freezy.
know definitively times on all these because
Not too crazy.
even though they're time stamped, it could be a time when it was screenshot.
What you eat, bro?
Not necessarily, the original photograph. So we were very careful
What you grub on?
to note that in our report that we can't verify timelines. Although based on shadows
Let's
and position
go.
and things like that, we can determine that some of these.
We in the Bill DC. I mean, I'm in the Bill
One of the things I
DC.
thought was interesting about some of these photos we got, Nancy, was that a lot of the photos we'd seen before were people like in waist deep water. Well, some of the photos we provided show people up, water up to their chest, almost to their neck, and that's not really wading. That's treading water, in my opinion, and that I thought might have been significant to know that many people were, perhaps enjoying some libations, but also in water that might have been a little too deep just to be playing in.
Good point. You also said something else really smart. And I certainly
me a
do not want to
chicken
rely on
and
this.
peanut
But sometimes
and a
you
vodka.
have to, you take the evidence as you find it.
Gas
and you make
rocky.
the most of what you've got.
Cass
You said
Rocky.
you could tell this was late in the afternoon because of the
Oh, it was
shadow.
rocking. All right, bet. Sounds
I wonder if
good.
the tide could tell me anything.
I'm not much of a drinker, but
Uh,
shoot, I don't mind something from time to time that makes
These
sense.
people holding drinks, they're not treading water, Trasher. They're standing there. These people are not treading water, and the water is up to their armpits. Is that the photo you're talking about? Is where you think some of them are treading water, or are there other photos?
The photo at the top, you're right, it's cut up to their armpit. I think there was one later in the report that showed some of the kids. This is a screenshot of a social media post, and there's 3 boats visible, one fourth boat further in the distance, but a lot of kids on one boat, I say kids, young people.
Oh,
Some on the boat.
okay,
some
it's
in the
orange
water.
sauce.
And some of them,
Okay,
it looks,
nice,
they
nice,
get
nice.
to the armpit, but some of
A
them
bit
depend on
made
their own
steak,
height. It
corn,
looks like
salad,
it's
and
not
mashed
holding something in their
potatoes.
hand,
Sounds
and the
nice,
water
nice,
was
nice.
pretty close to her neck.
Sounds
So
good.
That's pretty far out there. We've said several times
Yes,
that
sir.
Corn Island has a very aggressive slope, so you can be in shallow water and deep water within just a few steps. And once you get into deep water, you're not as able to keep your feet on the ground if a current comes and pulls you, or God forbid a riptide comes and drags you. So that's why we thought it was significant to know that they were socializing in fairly deep water.
Can we go back to the main photo where the boats are numbered 1, 2, 3, X? Isn't it true, Brian Trasher, that these boats are easily identifiable by I call it a tail number, like you would a plane? Every boat has to be registered, supposed to be registered, it has a number on it, it often has a name like Triton, one was named Mac Daddy. There were other names. They're registered, and you know who the owner is, and the owner can tell us who was on the boat that day. Is that correct?
Theoretically, yeah, you can make out the registration number or the name of the boat if the vessel's name is registered, along with the registration number. Usually it's sometimes only on a Coast Guard document, but sometimes on a state registration you put the boat name if it's asked for, or if you have one. So that is all possible. I'm told, and we're asked to compare notes with the sheriff's office, which we're doing. But I was told that there's been a lot of people that have been contacted and interviewed. There's a lot of people who were there that day that voluntarily came forward to tell what they know, and because they might have seen their boats and pictures, said, "Oh, we might want to go ahead and call them, let them know where we were, who was with us, and what we know." So I commend those people for coming forward. But it's not always.
To Marie Pereira joining us in addition to the Vice President of the United Cajun Navy, who has been there from the get-go trying to help solve the case. Marie Pereira, registered nurse, which is important, but she is a criminal defense attorney and domestic violence expert. She is a violence expert certified advocate. Marie, you saw that. All those people in my book are witnesses. One of them is saying at 7:30, Nolan was nowhere to be seen. Now, I want to see the video or the photo again, because you want to tell me that this guy, Nolan Wills, hit his head, he drowned, and none of those people saw what happened? I find that really hard to believe.
It is hard to believe, and that's why it's extremely important that the law enforcement are not too proud to get help from the public. Like you said, if people are sending in videos, they should be using those videos to conduct further investigation. I'm praying that this is a situation like Brian Koberger, where the police department, they were being ragged and being called ranky-dink police, while all the time they were investigating and putting together a case against him. I hope that because all the time they were saying, "Oh, what are they doing?" There was I think the DA had a long, big beard, which wasn't very conducive to believing he knew what he was doing, but they knew what they were doing.
I know, it looked like Leonard Skinner sitting there. Hey, that video is from Officer Taylor's podcast. All this means witnesses to me, and do you remember in the Diddy case, there was actually a toll-free number for victims to call. There were that many victims, not that it helped at the trial, but that said, I think there needs to be a toll-free number. If you think you have evidence, dial the number. If you have photos like the United Cajun Navy is doing, they asked for the public's help, they got the public's help, and there's more to get. That's what is needed now. Every picture, every video. How often have cases been cracked when someone spots something in a picture they hadn't noticed before, or their memory is jogged by a photo or information they've seen online? I've pointed to this a million times, Brian Trasher, the Gabby Petito case. Her body would never have been found if it weren't for amateur sleuths. I believe their name is Red, Blue, and Methane. They were a couple out in the middle of nowhere in dispersed camping where there are no porta potties, no lights, no hookups, no anything. It's just you and the wild animals like camped and dispersed before. They're out there and they see a vehicle and they go, that's Gabby's Ford Transit. And they call authorities who would never have gone to this dispersed camping area, and they find her remains. That's how the case was cracked. Who knows what photo, what tip United Cajun Navy or law enforcement or the Nolan Wells team might get that might crack this case wide open. So, that said, Brian, how did you create this timeline? I find it very interesting.
So, first of all, going back to your comment about internet sleuths, a lot of people consider themselves internet sleuths, but some people really are good. And there's one young lady who's helped us out on many cases, who was very helpful in this case. I haven't asked her permission yet if I could say her name, but if she gives me permission and I come back on, I'll be happy to give her credit for all the help she gave us. But basically, what we did was we took, like I said, we took these pictures, we juxtaposed them to, like Google Earth and satellite pictures of the island to try to determine exactly where they were. We looked at the initial coordinates called out from I think from the Coast Guard or from Marine Patrol when the missing persons report first went out, and basically just try to run these pictures against each other to say, okay, this boat's here now, it's not here later. And again, just create an index. We had to use some software to help us create the index of the pictures and make sure we put it into the best timeline we could. We included social media posts that, may or may not have been definitive, but this was happening in real time, so we thought it was important to put those up there to create context. And so again, like just trying to, our goal was to take what we received, put it into a digestible format that just about anybody could understand, hopefully. And if it's helpful, great. If it's not, then I don't think no harm, no foul,
To Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter, based on this timeline, and it may be refined as the days go forward, how does it shift the timeline? Because there is a group of people fighting at 5 p.m. Who are they? The friends say they leave at 4:31. That should be able to be verified through GPS. 5 p.m. No one, according to them, is still at Horn Island, is he? Because by 7:30, witness states no one nowhere in sight. So where was he? He wasn't floating in the water. He wasn't on the shore. If he had, hold on, Dave, to Joe Scott Morgan, if he had drowned, wouldn't he be floating in the water?
Perhaps. I've seen bodies in the immediate that will go directly to the bottom. And there
Just
are
wanted to
those
say
that
hi
in
again.
fact
Just wanted to say
float.
what's
So
up.
a lot of it is going to depend upon the temperature of the water many times. A lot of it's going to depend upon, is there anything else out there that could, let's see, how can I put this, that could in fact impede the body's ability to float to the top, like beneath a boat. And as you can see, there are a lot of boats out there. So if in fact that had occurred, you can actually have
That's what's
bodies
up.
that will be caught beneath other
That's what's
vessels
up, man.
or
What's
cases
up, man?
like that where they're,
That's dope.
they were
I like
looking
that.
around for someone, and they couldn't find them because the whole area was surrounded by vessels. And so there are a lot of elements that go into this, Nancy.
63% of people say pay.
If you are a homeowner, you probably thought, should I call American Financing to refinance and pay off this debt? But you don't because of your low mortgage rate. That low rate, it's not safe. Anchored side by side, boat number 3, the Palm Beach, and also the Triton, we believe, which is the boat that took
Good, sir. What's your name, sir? You left last week? Steve Harvey, nigga? etiquette class, one-on-one with Mrs. Jules. Guess you can introduce herself.
Well, hello, I'm Jules Hurst, and I'm here to work with you today on etiquette. So, number one, when our class is supposed to be, whatever time the class is, on time is 5 minutes before. So, one of us is a little late, so we want to be respectful of each other's time.
Yeah, ready?
And we also want to be mindful who we are with, by putting our phones down, so that we can be present with all those around us.
Who phone is it? You typing on it, nigga? You text on someone else's phone? Hey, who phone is this?
Okay, so I believe we're in class now, so the time is mine.
Who phone is that? Huh? Man, you work on the phone, man. I'm trying to focus on class, nigga.
So the first thing we're gonna do is introductions. So when we introduce ourselves, we always stand up so that we are equal. Make sure
Stand up?
yes.
You really ain't gonna get that much bigger. You can just sit down.
That's be nice.
Well, I don't know how you gonna get out, that bitch.
Okay, alright, so nice handshake, eye contact, there we go, nice. Hi, I'm Jules Hurst. Good to meet you.
I'm Kobe
Kobe, and your last name?
Jones.
Kobe Jones, good to meet you, Kobe. Okay, good to meet you too.
Nice to meet you as well.
There we go. Hi, I'm Jules Hurst.
What else? You good? You straight?
Good.
Well, hey.
Okay, so that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but you want to make sure that you pay attention to the person's body language.
Okay.
Okay, so if somebody's doing this, what is that telling you?
Like, that she need a hug.
Or it could be, I don't know you yet, so
Okay.
let's start off with maybe like a handshake.
Okay, how you doing?
There we go. Hi, I'm Jules Hurst.
I'm
Hold on, the handshake, come on.
oh, okay.
A little bit more,
Okay.
a little bit. I don't break. I won't break, okay? So
Okay.
give me a nice firm handshake.
Okay.
There we go. Hi, I'm Jules Hurst.
I'm AB my nothing.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you too.
Nice
Or
to meet
something along the lines.
you. Okay.
You're going to try it again?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, I'm Jules Hurst.
I'm AB my nothing.
AB. And I'm sorry, your last name one more time?
My nothing.
Okay. Good to meet you.
So he's kind of slow. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry for me to apologize. It's something, but he's a little slow.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and have a seat.
Okay.
Okay. So did we leave this mess from our last class? All the stuff on the floor? There's things on the trash can. You know, we want to leave places better than what we arrived. Just a thought.
Kobe.
Oh boy, we want
Whose
to.
phone is this?
I am so glad.
What you mean, whose phone is this?
Can you get out of our system? Can I have your attention?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So when you think of etiquette, what comes to mind?
What you mean, whose phone this is?
Or why am I here with you today?
I'm trying to figure that out too.
Okay.
I know there has been some, I definitely need some etiquette, some better etiquette.
Okay, so what's this case? Because etiquette's like a big umbrella, right?
Okay.
Etiquette can be dining, it could be handshakes, it could be small
Okay, so
talk.
that's just like they
So-
doing things the right way.
Okay, so what's specific? Is there
So we've
anything?
been doing things.
Why you say whose phone this is?
No, we're gonna go right.
So now we
Is this-
right?
How about just,
Yeah, okay.
let's just concentrate on that.
I'm doing things down the middle.
Okay, so is there anything particular you wanna work on, or can I?
class.
Is it what?
Oh, you talking about what AB said?
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry, next on your agenda, I guess, I don't know, but not today.
Oh, you're
Okay,
on
we're here for etiquette. Miss Jules,
Okay.
etiquette 101. Okay, so then if there's nothing, is there anything you wanna work on, or can I lead the class?
You believe it.
So I'm thinking dining, and we'll start with setting the table.
I don't know how to cook.
Okay, I don't cook either, but I know. Do you really? I am married.
Yeah, you don't cook.
No, I don't have to cook.
Well, chef.
Why do I? My husband cook.
Your wife.
No, we don't go there. All right, so how about we set the table? Is that good?
I gotta understand because I'm the cook. You married to a woman?
No,
Oh.
but I don't need to cook. Okay, so how about we set the table? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a whole
Alright, bro. See you tomorrow.
Apologize. It's a class, right? So we're learning. Okay. So this is what I think. Okay. The first time was okay, but we're still doing it. So you were at my house and you said, Jules, I would like to help you. How can I assist? And I said, oh my gosh, that is so great. You can help by setting the table. Look, let's see, buddy. We have this, okay? So let's go ahead and set the table.
What's that?
Place it. You don't know what this is?
That's a toy? Chainsaw? I mean,
A saw.
saw.
Yes. We'll discuss it. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's move this out of the way. And you are
We need mics.
going to set the table.
No, they need mics to hear it better. Yeah, I was there too. I should have been thought of before we did this. Like we did for the. Bruh.
Right.
Yeah, so we're setting up the table.
Yep, your place setting. So you were at my house and you asked, I'm looking for the sauce for that. Here we go. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, that's fast. May I have your toy? Oops. My toys went through. Sorry. That's okay. That's okay. Thanks. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. Mine is a saw. Set the table. Set your place set. What would you do? Nope, not yet. We're setting the table first.
Oh, this is the second
Yes,
table.
we're not sitting down and eating yet. Your phones in close, please. Thank you.
Hey, Drake, I'll call you back. I'm at house making plans. I'll be right back. Bro, we're getting taught to be a house nigga, bro. Huh?
There's nothing wrong with taking etiquette. It's just tools to help you feel confident in any situation. Are you gonna contribute to the setting of the?
I think it's like this, bro. That's good.
Okay. Close.
Huh?
Close.
This is stepping up.
Okay.
It's like more than.
Oh my God! Come on! You never knew I was listening. Okay, all right. Okay, so is this good? Are we done? Final? Sorry. Put that back. Final? All right, so the meal plate, pretty good. Your napkin goes either in the center. You want to turn your phone off so we can be present in class? Thank you. Your plate goes and your napkin goes in the center, just like that. Your drinks always go to the right hand.
You said, who niggas have the phone?
Can we stay present? Then our forks have 4 letters, so they go on the left, just like that. Our knives and spoons have 5 letters, just like right, so they go on the right, just like that. Okay? This would be our dessert. And I know, I apologize, and this is our bread plate. Okay? So I apologize that this is not, you're not finding this fun, but it is a useful life skill for you to learn.
Right.
Okay?
I get the silverware and I put that on the side.
So kind of like buffet where everybody just goes and serves themselves?
I make everybody play.
Okay, so then wouldn't it be nice to do it correctly?
We're black. We don't care about that.
Doesn't matter. I'm Hispanic. I like to set my table.
No. Hispanic, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Los Angeles, but my ancestry is Mexico.
Oh, you're Mexican. For real? Yeah, your ancestry is what?
Mexico? Mexican?
For real?
They're from Mexico.
You got any kids?
I do. I have 2 kids, 2 grandkids, 1 son-in-law.
Oh. Got any daughters?
Yes, they're both daughters. Okay, can we go back to class? Back to class?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So see, this is how you would set your table. Every single day. So what's a 2 off, right? So let me ask you, when you are drinking coffee, is it pinky up or pinky down?
Pinky up.
Oh my gosh. Pinky up, pinky down. It's down, up, it's down actually. So woohoo, 1 point for you. Definitely down. Okay.
Isn't this the proper way to do it?
No. People will do that, acting as if they do know what they're doing, but it's actually showing us that you don't know exactly. Okay, very good. Number 1, pass, check mark. So you may have a seat.
Who picked this class for me?
It's okay, I don't take it personally. My name is Jules, not etiquette, so I'll be fine.
Good.
Have a seat.
This will be one class I skipped, right?
Yes, I know, you can tell you've skipped it. Okay, so now let's talk about that. So what are some things that you would like to learn? You're regardless. You're regardless. So,
Excuse me, could I see the hall pass and use the bathroom?
no, sir. So what is something you would like to learn? What can we talk about today? When it has to
No, I get where in school, but my mom said that if I gotta go, just go. But ask you first.
Okay, if you need to go, go ahead and go. But you will come right back, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because you don't want to leave them all by yourself.
No.
By myself, can I get a, can I pee too?
No, you both can't go. There's only 1 stall. You don't need to both go. We'll come right back.
I can go out after.
Yeah.
So we can just out the way fast.
Yes.
And when we get back, we can come back.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's actually 2 stalls in there.
Yeah, there's 1. I checked.
Huh?
I asked. There's only 1.
Or is
You
there
told
one?
me not to call for that trip. That you use that quite a bit. There's 2 stalls and there's really only 1.
No.
Try to get out of class.
No, that's the wrong bathroom. That's the wrong
yeah,
one.
there's another bathroom.
Yeah, okay, so you know we're wasting time, so if you wanna go ahead and go, because it's 1 at a time. Thank you so much.
No. It's another bathroom, sir.
So, what can we talk about while I'm here?
Bathroom.
No,
Recess.
no, there's gotta be something. Texting, email, I'm here for you. If not, I will keep going. We can talk about reading skills,
You can go. I
we
mean,
can talk about,
I'm a student. I'm here to learn.
okay?
So I mean, I don't know any topics that I know.
So let's go back to the table and let's continue on with it, and done. Does that sound good? All right, come on. So there are 2 methods. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. We're hands on. Okay. All right. So the very first thing you do when you sit down, see, I can move it over there on that side.
Sorry?
I'm gonna move the seat over there on that side. Okay. So we will practice this. Have a seat. Very good. So the very first thing you do when you sit down is put your napkin across your lap. Across your lap. Is that okay?
So if I do this, it's kind of technically the same thing, right?
No, that's not your lap. That is your lap. Lower bits. Unless you're eating lobster, then they give you a bit, right? Okay, so your napkin is actually folded in half.
Yeah. Oh, half.
Ah, there you go. piping, not for blowing your nose, and not for spitting out food that you don't eat. That's not what that napkin is for. When you need to go to the gentleman's room, or you're gonna get up and just walk away, let's go this, then your napkin goes on your seat. When you are through with your meal, your napkin goes to the left of where your plate is. Okay? So now, when you eat, do you use the American method or the continental method with your utensils?
I mean, shit, I just eat, I don't know, nothing, I don't know what that means.
Okay, that's fine. That's why you're here.
American, what ethnic?
So there's American and there's continental.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up a fork. So we have two sizes of forks, right? So the smaller fork is for your salad and your dessert. This larger fork is for your main course. Okay? This is your soup scoop. You start with the furthest utensil out and you work your way in towards the plate. This up here is for your dessert. So let's go ahead and pick up your fork and your knife. Great. So it's that's great. Let's try this again. All right. So your fork. You're gonna open your palm. Do this. Wrap around, and then flip.
What is it, sport tutorial?
Yes. There is a proper way to do this as well. This. It's in a diagonal.
Yeah, I just grab it like this and eat it.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, what's all this?
So that's how we start.
But that's for, what you pick with this up though?
Okay, but it's on your left hand.
And grape?
It's on your left hand. There we go. Flip. Knife. You're gonna hold it like this, and this we're gonna start.
Oh, like steak.
Ah, yeah. But every time you eat, it should start like this.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so we cut, right? Now from here, do you cut and then eat, or do you? Do you cut, switch hands, and then eat?
You asking me or telling me?
Yeah, no, I'm asking. That's a question.
Cut and eat.
Okay, so this is,
Can I use the bathroom?
is your friend back here?
Yeah.
And we also don't use our utensils as pointers. Okay? Your friend back here?
Oh. You know the bathroom? Yes, I know the bathroom.
You don't know where to go?
Go in the bathroom. She followed us.
But we don't need both.
Bathroom, I show where's that.
Okay, I'm gonna be right here.
But it's a certain way you got over the door. So,
I think there's someone down there who can assist.
they said,
All right, timer on. Can the audience tell us what they want them to see them do? Okay. Okay, let's go back. So if there's something particular you want them to learn, let me know. We'll make sure to cover it. So let's go see what's on there right now. This should be fun. Let's make it fun. Okay, here we go. Throw. What's the purpose? Manners. Yes, manners, but can we be a little bit more specific? We're gonna go there. Texting. Okay, texting. We can talk about texting. There's a lot of SE apps on here. A lot of it. But we're not going there. So when you are gonna get water, you wanna offer to others as well.
Hey, give me a little bit of water, man.
Nicely.
I
Nicely.
need more bottle of water.
Are you ready to come back? Want some water?
No.
Give you some water. Give you some water. Yeah, it's a little water.
Oh,
Okay, let's go back to class. Back to class.
I dropped out of school already.
No, come on.
I did. Sorry.
You always see some great
Hey,
suggestions.
bro, go out there like you on your own, bro. You on your own, man. That damn class, man. Write me up. Write me up. I'm going to the principal office or something. That class. Shit. Teaching us how to make plate arrangements. That's already done when you go out to eat.
Okay, you ready? So I had a nice little chat with your audience while you were out in the bathroom, and they gave us some things that we could talk about.
What you want me to do about it, nigga? I'm not. Hey, go back in time. Leave that fucking class, cuz. You over there ready to learn how to where to put your napkin in the butter knife, bitch.
You ready? Okay, so some of the things that they were talking about was making sure
Fuck
that,
outta here, bro.
that when we chew with our mouth closed, right?
You ordered them, man.
We don't talk in our mouth.
Fire.
Things kept coming up about texting. So let's talk about that for a second.
What are we talking about? How to chew? Texting?
Yeah, so first we're talking about chewing with your mouth closed, because that came up quite a bit,
Yeah.
chewing with your mouth
It's
closed.
like a children's class. I feel like I'm in, let's say, elementary. I'm a grown ass man. I know how to chew gum and what are we doing? What is this?
Etiquette class.
No, but I feel like this like is elementary. Like I'm being taught how to be a man. Like not even how to man. It's how to like what is this?
So how to set the table, okay, it's useful. It's also a good diagram so that if, when you go out to eat, you know exactly which fork to use, what spoon to use, etc.
Yeah.
And then we went to your audience to have their input as to what we could teach you, what we can discuss.
And the chat said this.
And the chat said this. Yes, the chat said.
So y'all the reason for this bullshit, nigga?
The chat.
Y'all the reason for me learning how to chew gum and how to organize a napkin?
Okay, let's have a seat.
How to wake up on TV day? How to wipe my ass? How to put on a diaper?
You were there.
When they gonna teach me next, nigga? Hold on, we gotta talk about this, nigga. When they gonna teach me next? Huh? What they gonna teach the nigga next? How to tie my shoe? I already learned that from SpongeBob. A loop-de-loop. Loop-loop. I already learned from SpongeBob. What's next, nigga? How to brush my teeth? Nigga, I gotta tell my ABCs while I'm brushing. What the fuck, what they gonna teach me next? When you wipe your ass, you wipe like this.
You know, and they did put that. That was one of the comments that came from your audience.
Front, back, front. Front, back, front. Hold on. Yeah.
Do we want to go back to class? We can sit right here.
Hey.
What recess?
Hey, Cap. Hey, you can stay in that class, Cap. I'm going to the lunchroom right there. Hey, it's freestyling over here, Cap.
Write me up.
I'm going to the lunchroom, nigga.
I go to ISS, nigga, lock me up, nigga.
Nigga, they freestyling over here, Cap. They freestyling in the lunchroom.
Well, she gonna have to write me up, yeah.
I'm gonna write it in.
I'll be in ISS 3 days, and that's what it is. That's what it is.
I ain't going back to class.
We can sit right here, that's fine.
I'm leaving.
We can take the group class right here.
All right, move from Wall Street. Who's this move Wall Street? I'm not leaving. The show goes to her. She gonna force the nigga to learn something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It'll be fun.
hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, good shit.
Ready? You ready?
Nah,
Were you sitting here? That's okay, we can sit here with your friends. We can make this a group class. How
know these.
So they're all just here?
I thought they was here with you. For this segment.
No? Do you know these? Do you know these gentlemen? Do you want to introduce them? So now we're gonna go this way.
Don't do that. What's your nationality? Or are you like? She can go for one of them though. Don't.
Okay.
That's the best
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh?
Do you want to fill me in?
Don't touch God.
I have no idea.
She answers that. Don't touch God. Don't touch.
I have no idea what you were saying, but that's not very nice to keep me in the dark.
Oh my God, bro.
You're saying something. Because I know this guy is gonna touch you.
Niggas take nothing serious, bro.
No? No? Making fun of me? Okay. Oh, and I'm supposed to trust the two of you? I don't think so. Okay, so does somebody want to introduce us to your friends? We can have a class here. Because etiquette is not about being perfect at all. It's just
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Your time up, man. It's time for you to go.
my time's up?
Yeah, this shit over. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for the handshake, eye contact.
Okay.
Eye
Nice
contact.
meeting you, though. Get on about her, though.
Your butt.
Get on about her. It's that over.
Alright. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Pass over for you as well.
I mean, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, what was the next class? The next, it was, teach me how to tie my shoe and.
No, we weren't good. I'm sure you know how to tie your shoe. Not that you tie these, but I'm sure you know how to tie your shoe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't chewing gum. It was reminding you to chew with your mouth closed. It was reminding you to keep your elbows off the table. It was reminding you, we're talking about texting, when somebody sends you a text, have the courtesy to text them back, have decent respect, and things like that, that was coming through the chat. So I've never seen your live stream. I'm sure they have. So for them to say all these things tells me something is amiss. So that's all. Your audience, who sees you all the time, is guiding this class. And those are the things that came up.
Yeah, let me see what they're saying.
There was a lot of other stuff. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah,
So when someone sends you a text, how quickly do you respond?